Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to create a liquid syringe, one that you'd be able to maybe water plants or whatever you'd want to use it for. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up Design Spark. I already have a couple here. So this is going to be a 6-inch long or tall syringe. So what we have to make first is the outer part. Then we have to make the plunger, and ideally you would want to print this part with plastic, this part with plastic, and then you'd want to do the plunger with rubber. If that was possible for you to do that, that would be the best way to get this thing to work. So right now we're going to go Control plus to zoom in. We're going to pan. Actually, let's go ahead and put a center line in here. We'll do Control minus, and then we'll come down full length there. Let's just make this 6. Okay, that'll be 6 inches tall, or roughly there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get the line. So I'm going to click there, and we're going to drag a line out. We'll go to 0.8. Okay, it's going to be our first line. Then I'm going to go ahead and offset this line. So we'll go ahead and click the offset curve command. And we're going to go close to that, which is about 0.5. Go 0.5 there. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the trim away tool. I'll trim away that piece. Now I'm going to offset this little piece here down to here. So we'll go ahead and grab the offset tool again. And we'll come down to the bottom there, which is about, let's go 3.6 inches. Okay. Grab our trim away. Click that piece and that piece. Now we're going to pan up. We're going to put in our angled spout. We'll click there. We're going to come to the center point there. And then we're going to drag down 1.105, and the degree angle is 84.7. So we'll click there. Then we're going to come over there, and then we're going to end it, our sketch there. I need this spout to be big enough so I can shell the stuff. So if we're going to shell it, we may just add our stuff onto it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add some thickness to this. So we'll pan down. I'm going to go ahead and grab the offset tool. I'm going to add a thickness of 0.1. And we'll drag that down 0.1. We'll drag this one over 0.1. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and come up here to this tool called Create Corner. We're going to select that and select that one. Okay, there's two there. Now we're going to get our trim away tool. We need to trim away that little piece there, that piece there. It looks like we're going to have to continue up there. So let's do Control minus. Control plus, sorry about that, and then we'll pan. We'll pan up. Now we want to grab our offset tool again, and then we're going to offset down here to 0.1. And then we're going to go get our create corner tool again, click that one, or click this one first, and then that one. And then we'll do the same up here, click that one, and that one. Then we'll go select, click off. Now we're going to pan down. And we need to add our thickness up here. So we're going to go ahead and grab the offset tool. We're going to click up, drag to 0.1, enter. Now we're going to put a line from endpoint to endpoint to close that. Now we're going to go ahead and Let's see how this has to be. All right, we're going to have to go ahead and trim this. So grab our line tool. We're going to go from that point up to there. Then we're going to select the click off. Now we're going to get our trim away. We got to trim away these pieces here. Okay, I might make that plunger piece a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, we can. We'll go ahead and offset. We'll make this 0.1. Then we'll go ahead and do the trim away. We'll trim away that middle piece. Then we're going to go switch back up here to create corner. Grab that piece and that piece. Grab that piece and that piece. Okay, so this is going to be our syringe. So now we need to trim away. We don't need this piece here. So we'll go ahead and click on that, hit delete. Grab our line tool. We do need to cap off that. So we'll go Control plus. We'll do pan to pan up. We're going to get our line tool. We're going to go from endpoint to endpoint. Actually, you know what? This needs to be open. I think afterwards I can put a hole in it after I revolve it. So I'm going to leave it for now. Okay, now we're going to have to come in here and create this plunger. So this is going to be here. Okay, so let's go Control plus. Let's pan down. The plunger doesn't have to be the whole width of this, but this one has to be the whole width of that. So we're going to revolve this plunger as well. So we'll go ahead and let's do offset. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let's get that. Well, let's revolve this first, and then we can worry about the plunger, because the plunger we can always draw from this side and then just pull it on over. So we'll go Control minus. We're going to select pull. Might have to get rid of this one. Sometimes they don't show up if you have the picture because the art's behind the picture. So we'll go ahead and say pull. Control plus to zoom in. We'll grab this, get our pan tool. We're going to pan up a little bit. We're going to select the revolve. We're going to revolve around this. And we're going to say click full pull. I always say but I mean click. Okay, now we're going to go Control minus. And then we'll give this a spin to see how it looks. Okay, that's our outside plunger. We'll need to put a hole right there, but we'll put a smaller hole there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go view from top. Now we're going to start to draw our plunger. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the same thing. We'll create a center line. Straight down to there. Going to be revolving this as well. So we'll go ahead and Control plus, get our pan tool to pan over. Now we're going to get our line tool. I want to go from up here, so we'll have to add a little bit of extra to the, let me see, undo. I want to tell you guys what I'm doing, so we'll go ahead and click there. We're going to drag over to 0.5. Okay, then we're going to come down to 0.1. Then we're going to go over to 0.225. And then we're going to come down to 0.464. And now we're going to flare out to 0.175. And the angle is 144.7. Click there. And we want to Control minus. Control minus. We want to bring this down to here. And we want to kind of come over. Okay, now we're going to select the end. I'll Control plus to zoom in. We want to get our create corner. So we'll click here. Then we'll click here. Create that corner. We'll get our trim away tool. And trim away that. Now we'll come Control plus to come in here to get more detail. We're going to pan up. Now we got to put these little fins in here. So So what I need to do is come over here and draw a line in here and move it over here so I know how far the fins need to be. So we're going to go from there over to there. So that's 0.5. So basically, okay, so we need to go 0.5. So we'll go from here and create a line over to here, and we'll type in 0.5 so we know that it's the right width. And then we'll get pan and pan, go ahead and pan over. Let's Control plus one more time to zoom in, grab pan. We'll just pan straight up. So now I'm going to put some of these fins in here. So we'll go from there down. Keep forgetting to tell you what I'm doing here. We'll go 0.5. Oops. Undo. That wasn't right. Let's get our line tool again. Come down. 0.05. 0.05. Helps to put in the right dimension. Then we're going to go back to here. Then we're going to come down 0.05. I'm going to come back out to, I think it was 0.1. No. Okay, let's just draw. We're going to get a line here. We got our one fin on there. I'm just going to draw a line straight down, make it 0.4. Then we'll select the click off. We'll get rid of that line. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get the rectangle tool. I'm going to go from there out. And we'll type in tab to get to our second box, 0.05. Okay, that's going to be our second box here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I think I can go ahead and trim here. So we'll go ahead and trim those pieces out. Okay, get that one. And now I'm going to drag a marquee around these two. Oops. Undo. Make sure you don't have the trim away when you're going to do select. So you need to go back to your select tool. I'm going to click. Oops. Let's trim away one more time. We need to get this piece here. Okay, so now I'm going to go Control minus. I'm going to drag a marquee around these. Oops, I almost did it again. Select, drag a marquee around those. We'll deselect these two lines. I'm going to Control plus to zoom in. Now we're going to move, and then we're going to come over here to create pattern. We're going to move these down to the bottom there. Okay, then select the click off. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our trim away tool. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of that one and this little piece. And then we're going to use our line tool and just finish this up. Okay, go get our create corner. We'll go there to there. Oops, I think I did it wrong. Create corner there to there. Okay. Now usually these syringes have a little down piece to them. So we're going to create that now. We're going to go ahead and put a line in there. 0.084. And then the angle is 144.4. So we'll click there. We'll come on over to here. Okay, let's just pass this line. So we'll type 0.555 inches. Okay, we'll select the click off. And now we're going to drag a line from this point to this point. Then we'll come up here and grab select. Now we're going to trim away. Let's trim away that and that. This is basically going to be our plunger shape. May have to squish it in and make it smaller, but I'm not going to put any of these lines on here. This will just be a generic plunger for whatever you want to use it for. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Delete. We're going to go ahead and drag a marquee around all of that. We're going to go to Pool. We're going to go click on this Revolve. We're going to go, oops, somehow I didn't click on that thing. Let's click on, select it first. Go to Pool. Pull from there, and then full pull. Oops, did something wrong here. Let's try this again. Pull. Select everything. Click on Revolve. We'll go from that point. Full pull. Okay, this is going to be our plunger. This will go inside of here, and then we'll push the water out. Go ahead and select all of that. We'll go move. Just move it a little bit closer to the plunger. Make sure that it's going to go inside of there. Move that up. Let's move it up a little bit more just to check. Okay, yeah. That should be fine. That'll guide your plunger down. We'll just put them close together. Okay, now the only last thing we got to do is roll this around. Go ahead and select that endpoint. Click on Plan View. Control plus to zoom in. I'm going to pan over a little bit. We're going to put a small hole in there for the liquid to come out of. I'm going to go 0.2. Okay, now we're going to spin. Maybe I should make that hole a little bigger. Let's undo. Let's grab our circle. We'll go up to like 0.2 or bigger than that. Let's say 0.27. Okay, 0.27. 0.27. Now we'll spin. We're going to grab our pull tool. Just going to pull straight back. All this should be hollow, so you should be able to see through it. Okay, the only other thing I'm going to do is add some fillets. So I'll add a fillet here because this is a possible weak spot for this thing to break. So we'll put a fillet in of 0.05. And we're going to add a fillet here. 0.05. Okay, now we're going to spin this down. Let's pan. Let's use our spin tool. We're going to add some fillets here where there's a possible weak spot. Let's go 0.04 for that one. .05 for that one. Let's pan up. Not sure I'm going to do anything with those fins. Those fins you probably have to print with rubber, just so they're kind of flexible. But we will put a fillet here, 0.04. Some printers allow you to print like this piece with plastic and then specify this stuff with rubber if you have one of those printers. That's really the only thing I'm going to do. I'm going to leave I was going to put a radius around these, but I'm going to leave them straight because they would be better in here for the suction. The only other thing I might do is go to pull and maybe add a chamfer right here. So the syringe will go in there easier. We'll go add chamfer. Click and drag out to 0.5. Okay, that's going to finish up our liquid syringe. You can basically print both of these together and then you can use it as a syringe. It's not really going to work unless these are rubber, but this was just for demonstration purposes. Show you guys how to actually create a syringe, a liquid syringe, just using the revolve command. So that's about where it would go. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed watching and you got something useful out of this video. Thanks for watching.